Hello people, I am back again, and yes, it's another Gran Turismo sport video. It's more online, it's the daily races, or now the weekly races as they call it. It's around Suzuka, and it's the, you guessed it, Group 4 cars. I love racing these things. These things will never get old to me, because there's 27 of them. Different driving characteristics, different speeds, different handling types, different drivetrains, it just never ends. So, I'm here in the Lamborghini Huracan, Group 4, I nearly call it the Gallardo. Now, already off the bat, you'll notice that this dude behind me does something pretty interesting, and you'll see why I'm looking behind me. Now, he was ramming and so, he was ramming and knocking people off the track in the previous race, and I called him out on it. So, he didn't respond at all to any messages that I sent over, like, the lobby. So, what he did then was, yeah, basically his response. So, you know, his loss, he's now back in God knows where. He's out of the top 8 and I'm in 3rd. So it's smooth sailing from here on out, most likely. We'll find out. But yeah, this car is pretty capable around the corners. I'm actually quite a massive fan of how this thing is. It's 4-wheel drive, one of the few, I believe it is 4-wheel drive, correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, it's one of maybe 2 or 3 Group 4 4-wheel drive cars, and it shows. It's easy to use. It's speedy and it's easy to use. It's probably one of the easiest cars to get into, in my opinion. Like the Mazda Atenza, the TT Cup, the Audi TT Cup, and maybe the Hyundai Genesis Group 4. I'm not sure, but yeah, those cars are probably the most accessible. But if you want like a quasi, you know, supercar, luxury supercar kind of thing done in like group racing, that's not a Ford or a Renault or a Toyota, Lamborghini's probably your, or the Ferrari 458 Italia, but then again, I haven't tried that in an online race yet, so how that performs is beyond me. But as you can see, I believe first place has already gone wide out in the that curve there, but he's managed to regain his traction. I believe he's in a Renault Megane Trophy, and a lot of people have picked those, and it's for good reason. Those cars are really, really quick, and they're very consistent. They have a skill gap though, because I've seen people who've just driven them thinking that in D&D and thinking, oh, you know, I can drive these, you know, this is my first race, I'll be able to get a podium easily, and they end up spinning out and fishtailing like a fish out of water. So yeah, it's definitely not a car for the beginner. But in spite of that, I actually have not driven the Megane Trophy yet. I bought one in game. I refused to use the microtransactions at all. That was really shitty of Polyphony Digital too, by the way. The fact that they went ahead and, you know, they went like, oh no, there's going to be no microtransactions in this game, and then they just add them. Sure, it's for cars under 2 million, but you assholes, you added them still. It's not going to make you look any better. The irony though, when Forza 7 is backtracking on them, Forza Horizon 4 apparently won't have any, although we'll wait and see on that. And GT Sports just added them in their latest update. Nice, nice. Oh well, it's not necessarily game breaking, because it's not like any car will make you overpowered. You see, I went a bit wide there and lost control, so now the Megane Trophy in 3rd. The Thailand, or the Siam, I don't know what the denominator is for Thailand people, but I'm just used to calling it Siamese because I've had Siamese cats since I was very young, so I'll just say Siamese for now. I'm sorry if that, you know, isn't particularly appropriate. I'm completely ignorant to the whole background of that, so I'm sorry if it is. But anyway, back to this. So as you can see here, once again, I've done a custom livery for these cars, because I love doing custom liveries, however you call them, for these cars in this game. So I've decided to do something different, because the new update also brought in new decals you could put in your car. So there's like the FIA ones, I think Advan was a new one too, I can't remember actually, because up until a couple of days ago, I hadn't played this game since May. Because I just had like a run of shit races, like I was in S at one point, and sorry, I had a run of shit races, and then I just kind of went, nah, this game's just not fun anymore for me, so I took a break from it, and now I've been getting back into it quite a lot lately, and I've been having more fun on it than I've ever had in the previous times I play it. Like, each time I come back to this game, it just somehow tops itself. It's so much fun. But anyways, you can see here, we're beyond the halfway point in the second lap, and I'm still holding a rather strong grip on second place. I'm gaining distance from the Megane Trophy, which is kind of odd, because I thought that car was kind of like the be-all, end-all of Group 4. But it turns out, no, this thing it out-excels it, actually. It doesn't necessarily out-handle it. As you can see, I went wide around there. I mean, could have done it worse, but I felt like I could have done it a lot better. It's interesting though, because this track's very tricky to get right. You got to get that first corner bit right, and for the first half, it's very corner heavy. So you need a very capable handling capable car is what I should have said, but whatever. It's 2:45 in the morning, and I'm doing these videos despite the fact that I have a friend. I'm meeting up with another friend tomorrow, so that's I'm gonna be tired for that. But you know, it's fun to do these videos, so I'm doing them. So yeah, now we're going through the rather infamous S-bends, because I hate these things. Oh, and there's the Thailandese dude in the Megane behind me. He's caught up real close to me. He's got a bit too close and personal for my liking. But I'm gonna hold my ground and go around the final of the curves. I was about to call them S-bends, but I don't know. I guess that could work too. Yeah, there's a lot of risks in going around those corners at high speeds. You could risk going off, getting sucked off by the AstroTurf. You could risk going just slightly wide and losing it completely. It's a very technical track to get right. I'm about to say white as if I had a speech impediment there, but kind of do actually. But once you get this track right, it's a breeze. It's, well, not necessarily a breeze, but it's, you know, you feel a lot of satisfaction from getting it right. See, I could have again exited that. I could have entered the apex of that corner a little better, but oh well. I gained distance on the Megane. At least I think I did. So here we are. Again, we are nearly past halfway into the third lap, and I'm holding a solid grip on second place. Is this going to be second? Is this going to be it? Second place. We'll have to soon find out. And I go a bit wide there, but I didn't quite hit the AstroTurf. But the the dude behind me, the brakes obviously just flat out didn't work. But he's gotten really close. Oh, he fell off again. So that's left me with a rather big gap between second and the now Japanese driver in third. So I'm surrounded on all sides by the Japanese, which is a common occurrence in these races lately. I've noticed there's a lot more Japanese drivers, and because there's a lot more of them, you will notice the bad ones a lot more than the good ones, unfortunately, because you'll see them all the time and you'll just associate, you know. I've done that with Australian drivers. I think most Australian drivers just quit after the first lap, but it's like, oh god. Or they try to ram you off like that dude did at the beginning of this race, or tried to, at least. So here we go, we enter the final lap and I hit my best time, which is a 2:14.5 from what I can read from this very tiny viewfinder. I could be wrong, but I don't think I'm that far off. So around the first corner again, into the dreaded S-bends. God, it's satisfying to get this right. I remember a couple months ago when the Alpine was added, the new Renault Alpine A110 was added to this game, and though getting those corners right in that car was impossible, because that thing just, something didn't feel right with the handling. But I remember doing one-make races on those, and it just felt miserable. The rotation for this week included the Group 4 Suzuka, one-maker to Suzuka circuit. I think I am butchering that 100%, but the good old Honda S660 K cars, because they added a couple of K cars, and I love K cars. I'll do a separate video on that one though. It will only just be one race, so the next few videos will just be Gran Turismo Sport. You're welcome. So I hope you really like Gran Turismo Sport videos, because that's all that's in the pipeline right now. Mind you though, the pipeline's a very loose going and improvised one at that. Alright, now we head into the hairpin. The good old hairpin. Oh, yellow flag. Hey, what's this? Can we get a uwu in the chat? It looks like the Japanese dude in the Megane Trophy obviously didn't brake in time, or just spun out. I don't know, but now I'm in first. So that's really, I gotta say, I honestly didn't think I'd be taken first, and especially on the final lap. But this guy here, look at him, he goes wide, he wants that first place back. He really, really badly wants that first place back. But I'm trying my best to keep my calm and collected self, and just drive along to victory. So here we go, onto the second to last straight, I guess, before we head into the 130R. Is this the 130R? I believe it is the 130R. So yeah, onto the 130R for the last time. I go around, he's catching up, and then for whatever reason, I just let loose of the brake and forget to brake, or my car just decides, lol, no, you ain't braking in time, and I crash into the wall, and just before I get reset. So I get placed in the third. So that was a bit of a fuck you, but at least I got a podium finish, right? Because seriously, that could have been a lot worse. I could have just quit the race, but I decided, no, the gap's far enough between third and fourth. So here's the next race. That one wasn't too bad. Let's hope this one's a little bit better. Again, I am in the Hurricane Group 4, and there's a smaller car lineup this time around. I think this was the race straight afterwards. but we've got a different mix of people now in this, which is different cars, you know, different drivers. There weren't many of the same drivers in this lobby as there were in the last race. So this is going to be very interesting. I wonder how this one will go down. So I don't know why I included this part of the clip. I don't know why I included the auto drive. I should just have it from the start of the fucking race, but I just do these things. So here we are on the across the starting line into the first lap, and I'm already catching up to a Megane trophy. Yeah. If I could be bothered, I'd have a gigantic bloating thinking emoji in the middle of the screen right now. But oh no, there he goes. He's gone straight back past me. Okay, cool. That's great. So no one's going to hit me off the track, right? Good. So yeah, it's a smooth start actually. No one ran it except for that bright green Megane that just knocked itself wide for whatever reason. So, but he's still in the same position, so it's actually been a reasonably clean start. And I'm just getting shoved around like a dodgem car here. And then there's just this guy here who, for some reason, just goes, you know what, I'm gonna bump you, and then we both bump each other. Now, for one reason or another, I didn't get a single penalty for this, so I mean, I don't know who was at fault here. If you'd ask me personally, he bumped into me first, I lost control, and bumped straight into him, so it's 50-50. But he's now in 11th out of 13th, and I'm now in 9th out of 13th, so it's going to be interesting to see how this race is turned around. I go wide, and so does the other dude. In fact, the dude went a little too far wide and lost position. So now I've got the angry Malaysian dude behind me. Most likely with the... oh, and there's 2 cars off, so now I've just gained 2 positions because 2 people have spun off. What do you know, that was that Megane from before, too. So, yeah, lessons learned. The Megane is not a get-rich-quick scheme car like probably a few people think it is. And perseverance conquers nothing, I guess. You just live, and you just drive, and you know you hope you get your SR by the end of the race. So we'll see how this race ends up going. And we've got the Honda NSX in front. I haven't actually driven that online. I've heard they're okay, but I don't know honestly. I honestly do not know. One car I'm very keen to try out is the Dodge Viper, and you'll see that. You actually will see me driving a Dodge Viper in the future video, and that thing's outstanding. Is it as good as this? I don't know, but you'll find out in the next video. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Alright, so there's that. He caught up really closely, so I'm assuming the brakes on that thing were on point. So the yellow flag's been going for quite a while now. So I don't know what's going on here. I got my hopes up thinking, oh, someone's... No, but it's just 13th place. He's just fallen asleep at the wheel. He's forgotten that the race has started. He's just thought, extended nap break. Who cares, man? Who fucking cares, man? So off we go onto the second lap around the S-bends again. But this time around, something magical happens. I gained first place by the end of it. No, I'm kidding. Nothing happens. We just go around the S-bends. Look, I'll even skip it. See, what did I told you? I even got best sector before though. So, I mean, look, nothing much happened other than, looks like was he in 5th line? Okay, I don't know. I honestly forgot already. But here we go. So every car up front, 5th to 1st is in clear view. So that's a very good sign. So, let's see how these next few corners go. We're going into the hairpin. We're going into the horny hairpin. Oh, and these two are just going to do that because they can. Oh, and the Ferrari 4V8 probably tried to... I don't know if he was trying to ram into me, but he's fishtailing like a fish out of water. And he's lost maybe a couple of places. I don't know. But, fucking love it when those cars just fishtail out of control. I don't know. Alright, and another car's gone off. What's going on today? So I'm just taking... Oh, and so has the NSX. So I've just gone from... what, 5th to 6th to 3rd in one lap, and these guys have penalties as well. So this is just getting better and better. We're halfway through the race, and I've already gone from what, 9th to 3rd in half the race. So that's nuts. So you see, I was trying to like diverge him and keep him away from my oh, he just shunted me from back. Thanks for the speed boost, buddy. I was trying to prevent him from getting into my slipstream, but he was very intent on doing so. And I thought he was going to ram into me at that point, but he didn't. So I guess kudos to him. Obviously, the shunt from behind wasn't intentional. And then there's the green Megane, who's just slowed down slightly. Oh, there we go. I got a new fastest lap. So I am currently now the fastest lap holder. Go figure. So, oh, and another yellow flag. I wonder what this one's for this time around. Okay, yep. I didn't expect much else. Oh, and fourth place is gone off. That's another thing that happened too. Yeah, I'm sorry. I just couldn't help it. Just look at 13th place and just realize that he just hasn't started at all. Maybe he's gone off to see his girlfriend or boyfriend or anyone in between. So, oh, first snort of the day too. First snort in the video. This is the longest it's ever taken for me to snort in the video. 15 minutes. New record. So here we go, around out of the S-Bends for the second last time this video. It's gonna happen a lot more, just you watch. So yeah, I'm just gonna go with the flow here and gonna brake very nicely, on time, go around the corner a bit. I felt like I could have done that a bit better, but hey, it was alright. I love going in corners on the inside line. I don't like going through the center or on the outside, because I just feel like I'm not doing it properly. I feel like I could be using my time so much better. As you can see here, that's a perfect example. I love doing it like that, which might not be the best of idea, but it works a lot of the time for me, because it gives me a lot of time to head out wide on the exit and gain a lot of speed. So I can just put my finger down on the trigger and get full speed out of my car. So here we go. There's the Magan here. He's gone wide-ish. Yep, he's gone off onto the suck-off turf. And he's just continued to continue going on the side there, and he's just lost third, second, fourth. He's now down to fifth. So that he quit actually after that race. So that's 2 people down already. Good on you, chaps. He quit the race. And then there's a Citroen DS who is getting really close alongside me. Sorry, I just thought my cat was in my room for some reason, but it turns out it's just my PS4 making noises. That's a very strange correlation. But anyway, the Citroen GT runs wide and doesn't ram into me, which is nice. I'm surprised I didn't get a penalty for that. I am legitimately surprised I didn't. Oh, and looks like they spun out from there, lost the place. I don't know, it's wacky shit's going on behind me, but I ain't looking back. I'm only looking forward. I'm an optimist. Sure I am. Point is that I'm in second and it's the final lap. And what could possibly go wrong from here? Well, given what happened in the last race, a lot. But this time around, this was during the day, whereas that first race was filmed at night, and I was just tired. I was like, oh, can I just do this race and get a good result and then finish up for the night? And I got excited that I got first, and then that happened. So no, I didn't get first, but I got third. And we'll see if we get second here. It looks like it's kind of solid actually. We've got a good lead over third. But first is just going off onto he's in another dimension at this point. He's 7 seconds ahead. So I don't know what setup he's using, but I'll tell you what, I want that setup. I'll say that much. I mean, I guess it's track knowledge too, but come on. How do you get 7 seconds ahead of someone who's... Oh no, I don't have fastest lap. Okay, never mind then. Never mind. I don't have fastest lap anymore. Go fuck myself. Alright, well, we'll just go around the hairpin for the very last time this video. And that was, I went in too deep there, but I still got a nice exit. So I've gained time. Oh, and the Citroen GT's overtaken was it the Magan? No, it was the Ferrari. Oh, it was that dude at the beginning of the video. So he went from, what, 4th to 11th, and now he's in 4th again. And I've gone from whatever I was to wherever I was. Yeah. So it's been a good race for both me and him, despite the fact that if he was to meet me in the street, he'd probably shoot me on sight. Because, These races can get tense. These races can get very tense. My hands were sweating at this point in this race. So I was like, oh shit, am I going to pull a last race and just completely McFuck this one up? Yeah, luckily I went around the 130R pretty smoothly. That was basically the best 130R turn I've done this entire video. Get on the braking zone just a bit late, but I still managed to pop on just a bit nicely, go around there. Off onto the final curve, and well, it looks like seconds in the bag, barring some major catastrophic fuck up. But no, I got second. So first result was third, and this one's second. So there we go, folks. That's basically the end of this video. You got into this point in the video. I thank you so much for watching. I'd appreciate it if you liked the video, subscribed. It's always up to you though. You don't have to do that. If anything, you're free to dislike it as well. I know a lot of people do that. Especially with my Battlefield 1943 video. I think I upset a lot of quote-unquote Battlefield fans with that one. But anyway, so yeah, next video will be, you guessed it, another Gran Turismo Sport video. But in the meantime, bask in the glory of the second place, for there are brighter horizons ahead. I don't know how that was a clean race, but anyway, see you later.